Well, hello, foodies. It's Denise, and I'm back in my essential kitchen doing things essentially for you and essentially for me. Before getting started, foodies, I'd like to say welcome to my first time viewers and welcome back to my most loyal subscribers. Please like, please share, and please comment on what I'm about to display here today. I'd love to make you an intricate part of my foodie family where we can indulge ourselves in this good food. Foodies, today I've got just a simple fermentation process that I am going to do with you. Unveiling beets. These are organic red beets. I have already taken the peel off, and I used, whenever you're depeeling beets, use this. It's a potato peeler or vegetable peeler. Wonderful, so efficient and quick, and it's just nice. Use that. Next up, we need to slice these beets. I think I'm going to put my gloves on. Hold on just a minute. That way my hands won't become red. As you can see, it bleeds really profusely, that red blood from the beets, the red juice from the beets. Okay, I've got my gloves on, and we can probably do it a little bit faster. So what I'm going to do here, these are very tough. Tough to slice. I'm going to do one of them with you on camera, and the rest I'm going to pause you. I'm not going to bore you, foodies. And I'm going to do the remainder of the beets off camera. But I just want to at least, oh, that fell on the floor, and it will go in the trash. I do not like picking up food off the floor and washing it off. I just have the heebie-jeebies doing that. So I'm going to take this, and that's the way we're going to load it in our mason jar in strips. And I'm going to do this whole entire beet. And I hate that we lost that one. That one will go in the trash. We're going to pile it here. And I'm going to do the remainder of these beets off camera, and I'll be back in just a sec. Foodies, I've gotten the beets all cut up and ready to load in our jar. Here's our jar right here. And I'm going to use my very own Denise's Essential Pickling Spice. And I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of coarse pink Himalayan sea salt. The first thing I'm going to do is load up our jar with our beet strips. I want to get them in there nicely. They're going to ferment. And you know that fermented foods are very good probiotics. So they're going to add healthy probiotics for our guts, our intestines, our guts. And that is what we're going to get out of these beets once they ferment. Now, of course, fermenting is going to take from, I'd say, the fermenting starts right away. However, it probably reaches maturity can go all the way up to weeks of fermenting. But we'll probably say from about, I'd say 7 days. I'm going to ferment these for about 7 days, maybe 14 days, because they're going to be pretty fermented by then to my taste. So I'm going to, can you see that, foodies? I'd like to add a bit of the pickling spice, and this has, I believe, about 15 herbs and spices in it. And next up, make sure our water is good and hot. This is the Hamilton Beach percolator, and I use it just for heating water. The water is already good and hot, if you can hear it. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of salt, because the salt is what assists our beets in fermenting. The salt and water combination. I'm also going to add 1, 2. In fact, I should have put these probably as I went along. It's going to take some of these out. 3, 4. These are garlic cloves. 5 and 6 cloves of garlic. Yes, I am. And we're going to just load the hot water up until it covers the beets completely. And next up, I'm going to add, this is what's going to suppress the beets, making sure that no oxygen gets in there. Then we're going to put our lid right on top. I know I'm making a big mess, but we're not going to get all excited about it. Gonna clean the mess up. These leftover, I'm going to pickle these beets. I'm going to put them in a pot and boil them for about 10 minutes and have them with some red beans and ground beef that I'm going to have tomorrow. Now, let me get a towel. See how beautiful that is? After the beets are fermented, we'll even be able to drink the juice. It's such a beautiful liqueur, the liqueur of the beets. As you can see, these are beautiful purple beets. They've already changed the color of the water. This is going to be such a nutritious delight. So So foodies, I just wanted to bring this to you. See how simple it is to have snacks that are not only healthy but very tasty. I'm going to allow this to ferment about 14 days. And I'm going to come back, and I'm going to link also to this video how this is used. This top keeps out the oxygen, and I don't have to burp. Fermentation does require burping because the bubbling of the oxygen during the fermentation process needs to be released. However, this top was designed to omit that process. So, I'm going to link that video to this video at some point. And it also talks about fermentation more in depth. For those of you who haven't been exposed to it, the video I'm going to link, I go into more detail about that. So here we go, foodies. We've got our beets that are about to start fermenting, and I'm going to allow them to ferment over the next 2 weeks. Thank you so much for watching. And what do we do here at Denise's Essential Kitchen? We eat to live, but we don't mind sharing with our foodies how much we love preparing and eating this good food. Thanks for watching, and have yourself a wonderful day today.